Welcome to my channel. Do you know many English words but still feel silent when you want to speak? You understand, but your mouth does not move. Today, I will change that with simple English sentences that real people use every day. Comment below and tell me, do you feel stuck when you try to speak English or not? Chapter 1. Why you know English but still cannot speak. At first, I want to talk directly to you. I know how you feel. You have studied English for years. You know many words. You can read a little. You can understand some English when people speak slowly. But when it is your turn to speak, something strange happens. Your mind goes blank. Your heart beats fast. Your mouth stays closed. You feel stuck. You feel silent. You feel angry at yourself. You think, why can I understand but not speak? If this is you, then listen carefully. You are not weak. You are not stupid. You are not bad at English. You are just learning it in the wrong way. Ang, kiksk and jaks esh. Most English learners face the same problem. They learn words one by one. They learn grammar rules. They memorize tenses. They solve exercises. They pass exams. But real speaking never comes. When someone asks a simple question, fear comes first. You start translating in your head. You try to make a perfect sentence. You think about grammar. You think about mistakes. And then the moment is gone. The conversation moves on. You stay quiet. Later, you feel regret. You tell yourself, I knew the answer. This pain is very common. I understand it deeply. I remember this feeling very well. In class, my classmates spoke English easily. They raised their hands. They answered questions. They laughed. They looked confident. But I stayed silent. I avoided eye contact. I prayed the teacher would not call my name. Inside, I wanted to speak. I wanted to be part of the conversation. But fear controlled me. Fear of mistakes. Fear of laughing faces. Fear of sounding stupid. That fear made English feel heavy and painful. The truth is simple but very important. Knowing English and speaking English are not the same thing. Your brain learns them differently. When you only study words and rules, your brain stores information. But when you speak, your brain needs ready action. It needs fast access. It needs sentences that come out naturally. If your brain does not have ready sentences, it freezes. That is why you feel stuck. That is why silence wins. Many learners think, I will speak when I learn more grammar. This is a big lie. Grammar does not create speech. Sentences create speech. Children do not learn grammar first. They learn full sentences. They repeat them again and again. Slowly, speaking becomes natural. Adults often forget this simple truth. They try to be perfect before speaking, but perfection never comes. Speaking comes first. Confidence comes later. Another big problem is thinking too much. When you speak your native language, you do not think. Words come out naturally. But in English, you think too much. You think about rules. You think about mistakes. You think about people listening. This thinking blocks your voice. English becomes a test instead of a tool. It becomes pressure instead of communication. This is why many learners understand English but cannot speak it. Let me tell you something important. English speaking is not about intelligence. It is about training, just like walking or riding a bicycle. At first, it feels hard. You fall, you feel afraid. But with practice, it becomes automatic. Speaking English works the same way. You do not need talent. You need the right method. And that method is simple sentences used again and again. This video is built for people like you. People who feel silent inside. People who are tired of grammar rules. People who want real speaking, not textbook English. That is why we are using sambaik, simple sentences. These sentences are not random. They are chosen carefully. They are used in real life. They are easy. They are safe. They help your brain relax. When your brain feels safe, your mouth opens. In this journey, I want you to stop judging yourself. Mistakes are not enemies. Mistakes are signs of growth. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, your brain learns. Silence teaches nothing. Speaking teaches everything. Even one small sentence spoken daily can change your English deeply. You do not need long sentences. Short sentences are powerful. They build confidence step by step. You might be thinking, but I feel shy. That is okay. Shyness is not your enemy. It means you care. But caring too much about mistakes keeps you silent. In this video, you will learn to speak without fear. You will learn sentences that feel natural. You will repeat them. You will feel stronger with each one. Slowly, English will stop feeling scary. It will start feeling familiar. Remember this. You are not starting from zero. You already know English. You just need to unlock it. These sambaik sentences are the key. They will train your brain to speak automatically. Not fast, not perfect, but real. Real English, spoken English. English you can use. As we move forward, do not rush. Do not try to learn everything at once. One sentence at a time is enough. Trust the process. Trust yourself. If you stay with me until the end, you will not only learn sentences, you will change how you feel about English. You will change how you feel about English. And when your feeling changes, your speaking changes too. Chapter R. The power of one simple sentence at a time. Now, I want you to slow down and breathe. You do not need to rush. You do not need to learn everything today. This is the first big change you must make in your mind. Most English learners feel pressure all the time. They feel late. They feel behind. They feel that others are moving fast while they are stuck. This feeling makes learning heavy. It makes English feel like a burden. But English is not heavy. We make it heavy by trying to do too much at once. Let me tell you something very important. Your brain does not like pressure. Your brain likes small wins. When you try to learn many things together, your brain feels tired and confused. But when you learn one simple sentence, your brain feels success. And success creates motivation. Motivation creates confidence. Confidence creates speaking. This is how the real process works. Think about one simple sentence, just one. When you repeat it many times, something changes inside you. Nay, at first, you say it slowly. You feel unsure. You think about each word. But after some repetition, the sentence starts to flow. Your mouth remembers it. Your brain stops thinking. This is a powerful moment. This is when speaking begins. Not because you learned more grammar, but because your brain feels safe. Many learners ask, how many sentences do I need to speak English? The answer is not thousands. The answer is not even hundreds at first. The answer is a few simple sentences used again and again. Real English is repetitive. People use the same patterns every day. When you learn these patterns, you start to sound natural. You stop sounding like a textbook. You start sounding human. I remember when I learned my first full sentence in English. It was very simple, but it gave me power. I could say something. I could express myself. That one sentence made me feel proud. It made me feel capable. That feeling pushed me forward. I wanted more. Not more rules, more sentences, more moments of speaking. This is why in this video we are not rushing. We are building slowly, one sentence at a time. Okay? Each sentence is like a brick. One brick may look small, but many bricks build a strong house. Your English confidence is that house, and we are building it carefully. You might think simple sentences are too easy. You might think, I already know this. But knowing is not using. Many learners know many things but use nothing. Kang, speaking comes from use, not knowledge. A simple sentence that you use every day is more powerful than a difficult sentence you never say. Wow. Another important truth is this. When you speak simple sentences, people understand you. Communication happens. That is the real goal of language. Not perfect grammar, not long sentences. Understanding, connection, confidence. When people understand you, your fear reduces. When fear reduces, you speak more. When you speak more, you improve faster. Some learners wait for confidence before speaking. This is a mistake. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes from action. The first time you speak, you will feel nervous. That is normal. Kank. The second time, it feels a little easier. The third time, even easier. This is how confidence grows slowly, naturally, honestly. You're not alone in this journey. Millions of learners feel the same fear you feel. But many of them stop. They quit. They say English is not for me. This makes me sad because English is for everyone, including you. The difference between those who speak and those who stay silent is not talent. It is consistency with simple things. One sentence a day can change your English, just one. Speak it, repeat it. Feel it, use it. Tomorrow, add another one. Slowly, your brain starts thinking in English. Not translating, not forcing, just flowing. This is how real fluency begins. As we move forward, remember this feeling. The calm feeling, the slow feeling, the safe feeling. This is where growth happens. In the next chapter, we will start with the easiest and most powerful sentences of all. Sentences about you. Because when you talk about yourself, English becomes personal. And when English becomes personal, it becomes permanent. Chapter 10. Talking about yourself with confidence. Now, we take the most important step. We stop learning English from books, and we start learning English from your life. Kenk. This is where many learners feel a small change inside them. English starts to feel closer. English starts to feel closer. It starts to feel useful. It starts to feel real. Talking about yourself is the easiest place to begin because you do not need imagination. You already know your life. You already know your name, your feelings, your routine, your dreams. You just need simple English sentences to express them. Most beginners think they must speak about big topics, politics, history, deep ideas. This creates fear. But real speaking starts small. It starts with I am. It starts with I like. It starts with I live. These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. When you can talk about yourself, you can start any conversation. You feel less pressure. You feel more control. You feel more confident. I remember when I first started speaking English about myself. My sentences were short. Sometimes they were broken, but they were mine. I could say who I was. I could say what I liked. I could say how I felt. This gave me courage. I was not repeating someone else's story. I was sharing my own. That feeling is very strong. It changes your relationship with English. When you use I sentences, your brain relaxes. There is no fear of being wrong about facts, no fear of forgetting information. You are the expert of your own life. Okay? This makes speaking easier. This is why self-sentences are the foundation of fluent English. They create safety, and safety creates speech. King. Many learners stay silent because they think too much. They plan sentences in their head. They try to sound perfect. But when you talk about yourself, you do not need perfection. You need honesty. Even simple sentences are enough. When you say them again and again, they start coming out naturally. Your mouth remembers them. Your fear slowly fades. Talking about yourself also builds daily speaking habits. You can practice anywhere. In your room in front of the mirror, while walking, while sitting alone. You can describe your day. You can describe your mood. You can describe your plans. No partner is needed. No teacher is needed. Only you and your voice. This is very important for beginners. War for beginners. Many people say, I have no one to practice with. But the truth is, you always have yourself. You can talk to yourself in English. This is not strange. This is smart. When you practice self-send sentences daily, your brain accepts English as normal. Not special, not scary, just normal. At first, you may feel shy talking alone. That is okay. Shyness means you care. But do not let shyness stop you. Even whispering is okay. Even slow speaking is okay. The goal is not speed. The goal is comfort. Comfort leads to confidence. Confidence leads to fluency. Another powerful thing happens when you talk about yourself in English. You start thinking in English. You stop translating slowly. Words come naturally. This is a big step. This is where English stops being a subject and starts becoming a tool you can use to express your life. Do not compare yourself with others. Some people speak fast but say nothing. Some people speak slow but say real things. Choose real speaking. Choose clarity. Choose simplicity. Simple English is strong English. Kim? In the next chapter, we will move from talking about yourself to talking about your daily life. Because your daily life gives you endless chances to practice English. And when English enters your daily routine, it stays with you forever. Chapter, Sir. Daily life sentences that make you speak naturally. Now, English starts to move out of your head and into your real life. This is a very important moment. Many learners keep English inside books and videos. They study, but they do not live in English. That is why speaking feels strange. But when English enters your daily life, it becomes natural. It becomes part of you, and this chapter is all about that change. Your daily life is simple. You wake up, you eat, you work or study, you rest, you sleep. Every day is similar. And this is good because repetition is the best teacher. Yeah. When you use simple English sentences to describe what you do every day, your brain learns faster. It does not feel new. It feels familiar. At first, you might think daily sentences are boring, but boring is powerful. Boring means easy. Easy means repeatable. And repeatable means progress. Kang. When you say simple sentences about your daily actions, again and again, they become automatic. You do not think, you just speak. I remember when I started I did not try to speak big English. I spoke small English. I talked about waking up. I talked about sitting, drinking water. It felt simple, but it worked. Slowly, English stopped feeling like a test. It started feeling like a habit. One beautiful thing about daily life sentences is that you can practice them alone. You do not need anyone. You do not need confidence first. You just speak while doing things. When you walk, you speak. When you eat, you speak. When you rest, you speak. This removes pressure. You are not performing. You are just living. Many learners say, I forget English when I speak. This happens because English is not connected to action. But when you speak while doing something, your brain connects words with movement. This creates strong memory. Strong memory creates fast speech. Another problem many learners have is overthinking grammar. Daily life sentences help you stop this. They are short. They are direct. They focus on action, not rules. And when you repeat them daily, your brain learns correct patterns naturally. You do not need to analyze. You just repeat and feel. There is also an emotional change here. When English becomes part of your routine, fear reduces. You stop waiting for the perfect time to speak. You stop saying, I will speak when I am ready. You speak because it is part of your day. Like brushing your teeth, like drinking tea, speaking becomes normal. Do not try to be fast. Slow English is strong English. Speak slowly, clearly, with feeling. Even one sentence spoken slowly is better than sentences spoken with fear. Give yourself permission to be slow. Speed will come later. Some days you will feel tired. Some days you will feel lazy. That is normal. On those days, speak just one sentence. That is enough. One sentence keeps the habit alive. Habits are more important than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Habits stay. When English becomes part of your daily life, something amazing happens. You stop feeling like a learner all the time. You start feeling like a speaker. Not perfect, not fluent yet, but real. And real is powerful. In the next chapter, we will move from speaking alone to speaking with others. We will learn simple question and answer sentences that help you talk to real people without fear. Chapter Woo. Simple question and answer sentences for real conversations. Okay? Now we move to the moment many learners both want and fear. Talking with other people. For a long time, English stayed only between you and yourself. You practiced alone. You spoke quietly. You built courage slowly. That was good. That was necessary. But now, English wants to come out into the world. And this is where simple question and answer sentences change everything. Most beginners think conversations are difficult. They imagine long talks, fast speakers, difficult words. But real conversations are simple. They are short. They are friendly. They move step by step. One question, one answer, then another. That is all. When you understand this, fear becomes smaller. The biggest mistake learners make is trying to speak too much at once. They try to explain everything in one sentence. This creates pressure. Pressure creates silence. But when you focus on short questions and short answers, your brain feels safe. Safe brains speak. Okay? I remember my first real English conversation. My sentences were very short, sometimes only 2 or 3 words. But communication happened. Dang, the other person understood me. They smiled. They replied. That moment was magical. It showed me that English does not need to be perfect. It needs to be clear. Asking simple questions is powerful. It keeps the conversation moving. It gives you time to think. It shows interest, and it reduces pressure because you are not talking all the time. Many fluent speakers ask more than they speak. This is a secret many learners do not know. Answering simple questions is also important. You do not need long answers. Short answers are natural. In real life, people do not speak in long paragraphs. They speak in short pieces. When you allow yourself to answer simply, fear goes away. Another important thing is this. Conversations are not tests. They are shared moments. The other person is not waiting for your mistake. They are listening for meaning. When you focus on meaning, not grammar, your English becomes stronger. Some learners worry about pronunciation. They think people will not understand them. But clarity is more important than perfection. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Do not rush. When you rush, mistakes increase. When you slow down, confidence grows. It is also okay to say, "You do not understand." This is part of real conversation. Native speakers do this too. Communication is about honesty, not pretending. When you are honest, people help you. Fear disappears. Do not wait for confidence to speak with others. Confidence comes after speaking, not before. The first conversations will feel uncomfortable. That is normal. But each conversation makes the next one easier. This is how growth works. Talking with people in English does not mean big conversations. It can be small moments. Saying hello, asking a simple question, giving a short answer. These small moments build big confidence. In the next chapter, we will go deeper. We will learn how to express feelings and opinions in simple English. Because when you can share how you feel, English becomes more than words. It becomes your voice. Chapter 6. Expressing feelings and opinions in simple English. Now English reaches a deeper place. Until now, you have spoken about yourself, your routine, and simple conversations. All of this is important, but something changes when you start speaking about your feelings and opinions. English stops being just a tool for survival. It becomes a way to express who you are inside. And this is a very powerful step. Many learners are afraid of expressing feelings in English. They think it is difficult. They think emotions need big words. But this is not true. Feelings are simple, and simple English is enough to express them. You do not need fancy vocabulary. You need honest sentences. When you speak honestly, people understand you. I remember when I first tried to express my feelings in English, I felt nervous. I thought my words were too simple, but when I spoke, something beautiful happened. People understood me. They connected with me. I realized that emotion is stronger than perfect grammar. Emotion carries meaning. Emotion builds connection. When you can say how you feel lighter. You stop hiding behind silence. You stop feeling invisible. English becomes personal. And when English is personal, you remember it more easily. Your brain loves emotion. Emotional sentences stay longer in memory. Many learners keep English at a distance. They speak about facts, not feelings. This keeps fear alive. But when you say simple sentences about your mood, your likes, your worries, something changes. You feel brave. You feel human. You feel present. Expressing opinions is also important. You may think opinions need advanced English. They do not. Even simple opinions matter. You can agree. You can disagree. You can say what you like and what you do not like. These small sentences give you a voice. Some learners worry about being judged. They think people will laugh if they speak emotionally. But the truth is people respect honesty. They respect effort. They respect courage. Speaking your feelings, even in simple English, shows strength. Do not wait to feel perfect before expressing yourself. Perfection is silent. Progress speaks. When you express your feelings in English, you practice real communication. This builds confidence faster than any grammar book. There will be moments when you do not know the exact word. That is okay. Use another word. Use simple words. Communication is flexible. English is flexible. You are allowed to be creative. You are allowed to be simple. When you start expressing feelings, English becomes a part of your identity. You stop saying, I am learning English. You start feeling, English is part of me. This change is slow but deep. In the next chapter, we will prepare you for real-world situations. Count moments where English suddenly appears. Moments where fear used to stop you. But now, you will be ready. Chapter Chi. English for real situations without fear. Now we come to the moments that used to stop you. The moments when English appears suddenly. Someone asks you a question. Someone talks to you. Someone waits for your answer. In the past, fear came first. Your mind froze. Your mouth stayed closed. You felt small. But now something is different. You are no longer empty. You have sentences. You have practice. You have experience. And this changes everything. Real situations do not need perfect English. They need calm English. They need simple English. When you understand this, fear loses its power. Fear grows when we think too much. Fear disappears when we act simply. This chapter is about acting simply in real moments. I remember many situations where I stayed silent because I thought my English was not good enough. Later, I realized something painful. Silence never helped me. Speaking helped me. Even broken English helped me more than silence. Every real situation is a chance to grow. Not a test, not a judgment, just a chance. Real situations are everywhere. In shops, at school, at work, on the phone, online. These situations are short. They are fast. They are practical. This is why ready sentences are so important. When you have ready sentences, you do not panic. You respond. You stay present. Many learners wait for a perfect moment to speak. That moment never comes. Life does not wait. Conversations move fast. But simple English moves fast, too. Short sentences fit real life. Long sentences create stress. Choose short. Choose clear. Another big fear is misunderstanding. You worry about not understanding the other person, but misunderstandings are normal. Even native speakers misunderstand each other. The key is not avoiding misunderstanding. The key is responding calmly, asking again, saying you did not understand. This is part of communication, not failure. Pronunciation. Fear is also common. You think people will not understand you, but most people want to understand you. They listen, they adjust, they help. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Do not rush. When you rush, fear controls you. When you slow down, you control the moment. You may still feel nervous sometimes. That is okay. Nervousness does not mean you cannot speak. It means you care. Speak anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is speaking with fear. Each real situation you face makes the next one easier. Fear does not disappear suddenly. It becomes weaker step by step. One conversation, one sentence, one moment at a time. This is real progress. Do not judge yourself after a conversation. Do not replay mistakes in your head. Celebrate the fact that you spoke. Speaking is the victory. Perfection is not needed. You are no longer preparing to speak. You are speaking. That is the difference. Now, in the next chapter, we will bring everything together. We will turn these sentences into a habit that stays with you forever. Chapter 5. How these Sembite sentences can change your English forever. Okay? Now we reach the most important part of this journey. This is not about learning more English. This is about keeping English with you for life. Many learners start strong but stop later. Not because they are weak, but because they do not build a system. They rely on motivation, comes and goes, but habits stay. And these Sembite sentences are not just sentences. They are the habit that can change your English forever. When you repeat these sentences daily, something quiet but powerful happens in your brain. English stops feeling new. It stops feeling heavy. It stops feeling foreign. It becomes familiar. Your brain begins to accept English as normal. And when something is normal, it becomes easy. This is how fluency really grows slowly, naturally, without pressure. I want you to understand this clearly. You do not need to finish all SAM sentences in one day. You do not need to rush. Even 5 sentences a day are enough. What matters is repetition. What matters is daily contact. When English enters your day every day, even for a short time, your brain changes. At first, you may not notice big progress. This is normal. Temzi growth happens silently, like a seed under the ground. One day you suddenly realize something. You speak without thinking. You answer without fear. You understand without translating. These moments feel magical, but they are built by small daily practice. Many learners quit just before this moment. Do not be one of them. Trust the process. Trust the sentences. Trust yourself. You are not slow. You are building something real, something strong. Okay? These sentences work because they are simple, because they are real, because they are useful. They appear again and again in daily life. When your brain sees the same patterns repeatedly, it learns them deeply. This is how children learn. This is how adults should learn, too. I want you to imagine your future self. You speak calmly. You answer naturally. You are not afraid of English anymore. This version of you is not far away. This version is built by small steps. By one sentence today, one sentence tomorrow. Do not chase perfect English. Chase comfortable English. Comfort leads to confidence. Confidence leads to fluency. This order never changes. Remember how you felt at the beginning. The fear, the silence, the frustration. Now, look at where you are. You understand more. You speak more. You feel stronger. This is progress. And progress is enough. English is not a race. It is a relationship. Build it slowly. Treat it kindly. Use it daily, and it will stay with you forever. If this journey helped you, if these sentences made English feel easier, then do not stop here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below which sentence made you feel confident today. Your voice matters. Your story matters. I will see you in the next video.